Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Okay, this is the mudra we're going to practice today. Let me give you a visual here. You have 5 fingers. Fire, ether, air, earth, water. And you'll see here, for the purification mudra, that you're taking your earth finger and fire is going right there. I'm going to just hold it to the inside. And this thing is in my armpit. Let's fix that. Okay, is that better? It is not better for me. No, thank you. How about right here? We'll see how dangly it gets. Okay, so here, thumb, fire, earth. Why does my, you see that? Earth, and then the rest of the 3, relax. Okay, this helps open the voice. And here is a writing description on the back. The focus, when you have this mudra, by embracing purity on all levels, all of them, I'm open to greater expansion. You'll notice that this card is blue, so it works with the throat chakra. And the fire and the earth. Okay, so it looks like we've avoided the air. Okay, so we don't want to put too much air or fire in the air here to force out emotions. We want to go more inside the earth. Let's bring this energy into a circulation of all the above. Good morning, Franz. So, enhances circulation to the neck, throat and thyroid, aligns cervical spine, releases tension from the neck and jaw, helps to purify thoughts and limiting beliefs. So you take your fire thumb to your earth finger, relieve the rest, and see if you can do that for a moment with me. Finding your earth fingers, your earth finger and your thumb. And just resting it on the inside. And then find your focus of your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And breathe. And breathe out, out, out. It's really nice to center with a mudra because it gives our brain something to focus on. And the energy of the throat chakra with the sweetness of the earth, so the sweetness of your grounding, the sweetness of your root, it comes up to visit the throat and brings you clarity and purifies your thoughts of being grounded with them. So I'm going to do some chanting before we start our practice. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhavagati Samasta Sri Bhavagati Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhavagati Namaha. Sri Bhavagati, sorry I did that wrong. Sri Bhavagati Samasta Sri Bhavagati Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhavagati Samasta Sri Bhavagati Namaha. Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Bhagavati Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. So the challenge in this moment is to find your mudra. This is a purification of the throat chakra. And what we're doing is we're putting the thumb on the inside of the root finger, on the inside of the earth finger. Okay, your index finger, I think? The ring finger, sorry. This is your ring finger. Relaxing the rest of the three. Here's a picture. I'm just resting it right there. Embrace the purity on all levels. Be open to greater expansion through your yoga self-care practice. Part of self-care is showing up for yourself. And especially if you're a caregiver of children, a caregiver of your elders, or someone with that needs a lot of help with their body. Being a caregiver is a sacrifice, and it is a service. But to be able to provide that service, what are you doing for you? How are you servicing yourself? How are you stepping forward in purification of yourself, purification of your thoughts and your feelings, your emotions, your body? What is your body trying to tell you? So when we come into a comfortable position, this is a comfortable position for my body, but if you need a chair, if you need to lay down, that's fine. But today's challenge, hi Annie, aka Annie, what we're doing today is taking the thumb and putting it on the inside of our earth finger, okay, your inside of your ring finger. And then I'm going to do a mantra, and then we're going to do some movement. Om Sachidananda Pada Brahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Samesta Shri Bhagavati Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Good morning. So today's routine is very simple. Basically, we just want to open up some channels. And coming from the mudra, okay, the Vishuddha mudra of bringing purification to our expansion. And expansion can't happen if we have too much inside stuck. So we're just going to do some simple movements to open up these chakras. The first one we're going to do is this one. Yeah. This, during the fall season, when Halloween is coming, I used to be a preschool teacher, so this was really fun to pretend you were a stick and you're in a big mixing pot. And I want you to go back and forth, stirring the brew, stirring and stirring and stirring the brew. Ooh. Ooh. So this is for our root chakra. This is for our hips. This is for flexibility. You can do this if you can't quite do it laying down. I know you might have been resting, but you can certainly do this in a chair. And then we're going to slow down, okay? So if you're in an easy sit pose, you can manage putting your palms here on your knees and the fingers are going straight forward, right? And really dive down. And if you're in a chair, you're going to feel different parts. And you can't, if you have a backrest to your chair, you won't be able to lean too far. Maybe you have a stool. Maybe you don't have a backrest to your chair. Big idea. We're just stretching the hips, opening the root, getting any stuck, stagnant, silly, stupid stuff out of the body. So begin to imagine as you start to go a little bit slower. Oh, you might feel different sensations, different sides of the body, different positions. You might even feel this in your shoulders and your arms. No stress for the arms, just let them hang out, let them do what they want. If you're feeling pain, okay, no yoga posture is worth any pain. Bring your shoulders, elbows closer to your body and flatten the face over the floor. I'm looking up like I'm talking to you. And imagine any swills or stagnant energy in the bottom of your body is getting stirred up, right? When things settle down to the bottom, we stir it up so we can get it all mixed and strained and ready to go out, okay? Now we're going to work on this area. If this posture is good for you, stay here. If you're in a chair, you're going to rock back and forth, okay? If you're in this position, you're going to take the hands and you're going to push them away from you, okay? So I'm now in this position. This is like a cat-cow. You're being mindful of your pelvic bone, okay? You're scooping that pelvic bone up to your, squeeze the middle of your body. You're scooping. It's kind of like a cat position. And then you're pulling back. You can even use your skin and grab onto your knees. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze them back towards the heart. Squeeze them towards the heart. You begin to lift with the upper part of your chest, but you're going to squeeze from here. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale. Lean forward. Exhale, curl. Widen those shoulder blades. You might be able to grip your knees and widen those shoulder blades. Tailbone is curled under. Inhale, pull back. I am open to receiving love and feeling love. I am open to love and receiving love. I am allowed to feel my feelings. I am allowed to feel my feelings. As my feelings come and go, I am open to expand my feelings. I am open to expanding my love for myself, my love for my friends and family, and the love I have in this world and my place in it. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Inhale. Okay, center, find yourself in a neutral place. I'm now going to work on the third chakra. This one's more of a boat posture, but not fully a boat. If you can, extend your legs, but keep them bent like this. You're just kind of like we just did with the second chakra, but we're just going to lean back. So the back is already flat as we begin to lean back. Now, if you're in a chair and you can't quite lean back, you might be able to kind of scoot to the side, or you can just lean back a little bit. Now pay attention to your feet. If you're on the floor and your knees are bent, your toes are just going to relax and point. Are they sickling? You might find that your pinky toe is more closer to the floor than the big toes, and that's okay. You're just making an observation. Leaning back and feeling how the stomach catches you. And then you come forward. Now we're going to bend at the ankle and bring the pinky toe with us as we lean back. Try not to curl, we already did that. You're just leaning back and supporting yourself right through here. This solar chakra, third chakra, okay? The Manipura is yellow, and it is the I do. I do. I do believe in myself. I do believe in the work that I do for myself. I do believe that self-care is important and that I am important enough for self-care. I do a self-care practice. I am mindful of my body. Okay, so that might be enough for some of you. We're going to now work on the heart chakra. The heart chakra works really well with the twist. And we're just going to explore a few twists and expand them. If you're in a chair, your feet are flat on the ground, you're now kind of like more upright. Make sure that your spine is correct and that you have natural curves if you're up in a chair. That's also important when we're sitting on the floor, but it could be a little bit different if you have a pillow or a blanket to prop yourself a little bit from behind. It helps sit up the hips. So you can take a towel or a blanket and roll it right there, right where your sit bones are, and it just supports, okay, the fascia of your body, the muscles and all that stuff. Okay, so in a twist, if it's comfortable for you to be on the floor in an easy seated pose, we already found our knees. The first thing we're going to do is find one hand and an opposite knee, okay? So you're just here for right now. Practice grabbing the knee and then pulling a little bit. Pulling with the lift through the heart. Lifting through the heart. Let the head continue to go and let the eyes continue to go. Come back to center and just straight hands. Let the neck continue to go. Let the eyes go to the corner. So we're going to develop a little bit more by taking the hands opposite again. This time, this hand goes to the back. So you have one behind you, and you can really pull on the knee and open that chest. Get the eyes to continue to go to the corner. Always stretch your eyes. Give them a chance. Come back to center. Opposite side. Hand goes behind you. This backward hand is up on its fingers, what I call like a spider stance. Spider's prompt. Jumping spider. This back hand is softening the elbow and allowing the shoulder to come out of the neck as you twist. So one shoulder is very active. Your hand is pulling on the knee. The other shoulder is soft, allowing the hand and the elbow to soften behind you and get that eye to go all the way over there, opening in the heart. Let's continue. I expand my heart. I am open to receive. I let go of what doesn't serve my self-care. I let go of situations. I let go of doubt and self-criticism. I now move forward with loving myself. I am open to expanding my self-love. I am open to expanding my self-care. Thank you. Thank you, heart, for communicating with me. And if you like, you can also twist through the heart with an arm that goes this way, okay? So instead of turning and twisting, we're now going to take that same hand. Instead of the back hand going down, it goes up, and we open through the heart. And begin to imagine a large bubble between your hands that surrounds your body. It's as if I had a glob of chewing gum, okay? And that chewing gum is going to expand away. It pulls apart, and then like a bubble, that heart is around me. That heart energy protects me and transmutes energy that comes to me into love. Heart center, inhale. I am open to receiving love. I I receive love and I give with love. This is a wonderful practice for caregivers who need to refill themselves, because we can't serve other people if we're not full. And back to center. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to work on the throat chakra. This can be a little bit, this next posture cannot be okay with the knees. Again, if you're in a posture that's uncomfortable, don't be there. But you can do it in a chair. You're going to put the tips of the fingers on the knees and you're going to pull back like we did. But instead of rounding the spine like this, we're going to pull back and just hinge from the chest and open the throat here. So you can do that in a chair. Just be mindful that you're not doing this thing, okay? So tuck the tailbone under. If you're in this position on the floor, you might need a pillow to get under here or some kind of prop, so give yourself a second. If this is okay, you can be here. Big idea is that we're going to do this with the tongue out. So if that makes you feel weird, I get it, I understand. We've been socially corrected not to show our tongue, but it's very important in this practice because the tongue starts from here. It's a very long muscle. So when we extend it as far as we can and opening the throat, opening the jaw, we release so much tension here, okay? So you're going to pull that energy up into the heart. The tailbone's tucked under. And you just let the jaw drop open. Let the tongue widen. Okay, like this. Not like, don't do that. Okay, you want to feel how big you can get through your face. I am open to using my true voice. I am safe to do this posture. I open up through the heart to expand my thoughts through my voice. Part of self-care is understanding my own voice. And through self-love practices, I am confident. I am confident to hear myself. All right, last one. Make it a big one. Big and soft and wide. No pushing. Lifting and widening. Okay, now we're going to open up this chakra here. The I am, the Om. And in this one, it is going back into the mudra. So find a position that you're comfortable in. If you'd like to explore a different position, go there. I am going to put my knees in this position. The mudra is taking the fire thumb and putting it on the earth ring finger, okay? It's there. Now slide that thumb all the way down to its bottom, okay? You're shortly on the inside. All right. So with this, we're going to do a bit of eye yoga. Let me pull you closer so you can see how ridiculous this is, but it works, so trust me. Okay. So when we're opening up our third eye, we're tapping in, we do a mudra. If your thoughts go a little crazy or wonky, that's okay. Come back to the feeling of your fingers, come back to your body. So we're going to look at the tip of the nose. Very gently, the eyes are turned towards the center. As you inhale, close your eyes and let them roll up to the center. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come back to the nose. Breathe in, up to center, let the eyes roll up. When you're ready, exhale, slide them back down to the center. Very gently, roll up. I am available for myself. Follow your breath. When you exhale, look at the tip. When you inhale, look at the top. I am open to receive intuitive information. I am open to my self-divine power. I give with love because I receive with love. I am worthy of thought and self-empowerment. I notice miracles every day. I can hear my intuitive powers that remind me how to love myself. I am safe. I am love. I am confident to receive love. I give love. I express love. And I hear and receive love. Now, come back to center. Wiggle your hands, la 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 la, and your face and your body. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we've worked with all these chakras here. We haven't expanded yet. We'll do that later. But we've received and opened here. If you've been in this position, go ahead and change your legs. Any other position that you want to revisit, go ahead and do that. We did some nice, gentle opening, okay? So now we're going to do a little bit of a deeper yen pose. To get ready, we're ultimately going to get to the pigeon today. So to get ready for that, if you're in a chair, you're going to be seated and you're going to have one leg cross over. Okay, so that if you're in a chair, go ahead and cross over. Ah, 11:11, good morning. If you're ready to do it on hands and knees, we're going to start with a lunge. It's a very simple lunge, however you get there. Haha, I said simple. Not for everybody. Okay. So you want something under this knee that's on the ground. You need to feel safe and comfortable with your back foot. Is your back foot pointed? Are the toes underneath? The reason I mention this is because your ankle is in charge of your knee. That's right. What position your toes are in is going to determine the safety of your knee. So if you have knee issues, again, if this posture feels funny, you don't feel safe, please come out. Your front foot, I'm going to turn to the side. Your front foot is either right here in front or a little bit more off to the side. Big idea is that the knees and toes are in alignment. Knees and toes in alignment. Now we're going to explore this by taking a deeper step forward so you can lean a little bit. If your back leg and knee feel funny in this position, put your hands down and go up off the floor. Okay? Make sure that your legs are wide enough, what I call railroad tracks, so you don't feel wobbly or unstable. If you're in a chair, you kind of swivel off to the edge of the chair so you can widen the legs. Front knee on top of that ankle, knees and toes in alignment. Now, if you have blocks or you need some help getting down, come on out, put your knees on the floor. If you're in a chair, we're going to go right to the other side. Knees down, healthy alignment, attractive, okay? Not physically attractive, but it feels good, feels safe. If you want to go wider, you go wider, knees and toes in alignment. If you'd like to take an extra step forward and really lean, go ahead. If you're in a chair, you're kind of on the edge and you're just widening. If you want to be in that runner's lunge, you're just going to get up off the floor and you're wide. Your gait is wide open, okay? That means your legs are providing you stability when you get up. They're not in the same line. Big idea. Alignment, position, lengthening. If you feel tight, if your sides feel different, remember to come back to your breath. I am open to receive what is good for me. I empower my self-care. I give love and I receive love. Okay. Come on down. We're going to get ready for our pigeon. This one, turn around. So again, if you're in a chair, you're just putting one leg over the other. This time, you're going to slide the knee forward and the other one goes back just a little bit. Okay? You slide the knee forward and the other leg goes back. Now this is our hip flexor area. This might find some lengthening as you begin to soften. So give your body permission to sag a little bit. You're going to feel a little wobbly, okay? That's okay, as long as you feel safe here. So you can put a bolster under this leg. You can put a bolster on the outside of this leg. If it's okay for your hips and spine, you can lean a little and sit down. This is a gentle twist, okay? Just exploring. Might not be something your body wants to do, just exploring. You could do that on the other side just a little bit. This arm supports you as you look behind you. Make sure that your standing shoulder is not in your ear. You might be able to see your back foot. Is it in a weird position? Try to see if you can get your toes and knees in alignment. Now we're going to do the other side. Some of you might be able to do this swivel. Some of you might be able to do that. It's a garbage truck outside. Thank you, garbage people. Okay, so finding things in alignment. Finding the teeter. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Lengthening that front of the body. Wow, let it dip a little bit. If you want bolsters here and it feels really good, you can lay down. Come down on an elbow. If you're okay with the knees being in this weird position, that's all right. Just bringing your breath. I am safe to receive. I receive love from myself. I am worthy of self-love and making the time to care for myself. Just gentle rocking. Getting that holdings to let go. Make sure your shoulders are not up in your head. Coming down on your forearms is nice. Okay. Now, if you were in a chair, that might have been a little bit boring, but you can sit and go over your legs and move forward, just moving the body around while you're in that position. If being on the floor is uncomfortable for this next part, you can go on the back side of your body and do this. This is the same position as if we were in a chair. Okay, we're just crossing the leg. Again, big idea. Flexing the ankle, knees and toes in alignment. Okay, so come on and join me on your back. We're going to do some gentle twisting here, if that's okay. You're going to put your palms on the floor, a little bit wider. Yeah, wider. And then we're going to slowly take one foot towards the floor. You might not touch it, but if you can, good. Try to relax it by still maintaining some form in the leg. If you want a noodle, okay, you're going to find your bottom foot. You're going to allow the toes to point and relax the grip of the bottom leg. Relax the grip of the top leg. So in other words, when we went into the twist, we were gripping and we were holding form. You get to a place within the twist where you can start to let go a little bit more. And if you have blocks or a bolster, you put it right under this top knee here. Palms are on the floor. We're going to take these arms and we're going to do what they call cactus, where now the elbows and hands are 90 degrees. See if you can get the tops of your hands on the floor. Relax your jaw. I am open to receive love. The more love I get, the more I receive love. I am open to receive love. I am releasing any stagnant energy and transforming it into self-love. Now to come out of this posture, you're going to take your hands, you're going to put them palms down on the floor again, and the arms are straight. Begin to push into the floor as you begin to put more structure. Pull those toes up and put some form into your ankle. Very slowly begin to dip the other way. Keep that form there and go very slowly. You're going to feel the back of your body peel away. See if you can keep the shoulder blades on the floor. You might be able to reach one arm longer and then very slowly begin to drop your form. Let the bones get heavier here. That might be uncomfortable in your back, so if you're experiencing too much deepness, okay, come back to your ankles. Pull form up through the ankle and you put a bolster under this leg right here. Use your props. They're tools, and they're tools to provide freedom in your body. Come back to an affirmation that resonated with you. And say it out loud. Give yourself permission to hear what you have to say. Pull energy back into your ankles. Push into the floor with your hands and come up to center. Change legs. Okay, providing form and strength through the ankle. Palms are down. Adjust your spine. Create formation and energy. And the sole of the foot is going to make its way towards the floor. This is a good time to use a bolster here if you need to. If not, you're just going to keep going. Allow the body to peel. Release your ankles and let the body settle. You're going to find your elbows and bend them. Go into cactus. This could be interesting feeling for shoulders, back of your shoulder blades. So what's really also fun is having props for your arms. So when they go up, they rest. Your wrist will rest on a bolster or a prop. And just give it a moment to let go. Give it a moment. Do not push through pain. If you're finding pain, you need to readjust. That readjustment might just be in form on your back. You breathe in, say your affirmations, bring form back in by lengthening the arms, palms down, push into the palms, flex the ankles, have the ankles pick your hips up. Go right to the other side. And again, find your prop, find your spot, and relax. One arm might be able to go longer. You're adjusting, finding space, creating space. You might even be able to smile. You might be able to smile. Om Satchidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhagavate Samasta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. And bringing form back in through the ankles. Ankles pick up the legs. Adjust your spine. Putting the feet flat on the floor. We're going to go into a happy baby posture. And then we're almost ready for pigeon. All right, knees towards the body. You might be able to just grab onto the knees or under the knee. You can widen the leg distance. You can roll your ankles. If you can reach your feet, go ahead. If you are in a chair, you're going to widen the legs to both edges, sides of the chair, and lean forward. If you can grab your feet, you're here. If not, you can grab onto your clothing or onto your shins. You might be able to flex the ankle and put your hands on the inside of the knee, pulling. If you have room for movement, you can lengthen one leg and you can rock side to side. Om Satchidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhagavate Samasta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Satchidananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramamatma Sri Bhagavate Samasta Sri Bhagavate Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Okay, so the last challenge before we get into our pigeon pose is to do a little laughter with the happy baby, because the baby's not a sad baby. No, the baby is happy. So we're going to practice a little bit of laughter sounds. Not that you have to laugh for real. Ho ho ha 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 ha. You can say he 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 oh ho ho ha ha ha. So just string along some silly sounds. Ah ha 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 ho 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 he he ha ha ha. I'm laughing with you, aka Annie. Because you're so cute. And you make really cool things. And look how dirty my feet are. Good. Take a big breath. And sigh it out. Oh, I am available for myself. I care for myself so I can care for other people. Because I'm a person too. Aha. All right, let's get ready. for pigeon pose. Again, if you cannot get on your hands and knees, this formation is just right, and you can pull your leg in just like that. If you would like to get on hands and knees, remember we did those stretches with the lunges and whatnot. We're going to slide the knee outside of the wrist. Can you see that? Let me turn around. You're going to slide your knee outside of the wrist. This one comes in a little bit more. Not all knees like this, so you're going to have to find some modifications. This back leg goes back, back, back. This forward ankle is very close to the hip. This knee is behind and to the outside direction of the wrist. And you just might be right here. You could come down on a forearm. Okay. You could have more bolster over here. You can have bolster back here. In the other pose, we rocked around and we moved, created space. Here, it's linear, even though it is very yin. The energy is straight on, unless you like to find a little bit of exploration in space. So continue to move if that feels good for you. Now, this is a posture. This is a posture. Allow your body to settle. If you want to keep going, oh boy, yeah. What would happen if you had a nice long bolster right here? You can just hug that pillow. You can just hug it right here. Now for some of you who want to expand your pigeon, you come back up to, I think they call it the king pigeon, yeah? And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Don't kick the water, Tiffany. Okay. So, everybody's feeling safe and comfy in this position. Otherwise, you're doing the modifications. Now, some of you might have a practice of pulling the back foot up. All right. So what's going on there? Ask your body permission. Does this feel okay? This might be right here. Your shoulders are not sagging into your ears. Your shoulders are pushing down into the palms of your hands. If your wrists get a little buggy here, you can come up onto a fist. Okay? And this might be all that you need. If you're experiencing pinching in the lower back, please come out and lean forward. Now, to keep going into this expansion and modifications, you're going to make sure, again, that your toes and knees are in alignment. We're going to find the shin, okay? We're going to begin to open here. It's just an external rotation. This back leg kind of dips in a little bit. Go ahead and see if you can grab it. This might be it, okay? If you're ready to keep going, you're going to balance on this front leg here. Everything is open, and the hand is on the inside of this back foot. Okay, do you see the direction of my hand? Holding the inside of the foot. Now, if I want to pull it closer to me, I bend at the elbow. The shoulder's not allowed to run around. The shoulder is right behind the heart. Finding expression through the lower part of the body. You're pushing into the forward leg. This is an advanced pose, so this might be not where you're at yet, okay? Some people can slide this foot up into their elbow, touch, you've seen pictures touching their hands and things like that. So it's pretty advanced and possible. Now you can turn a little bit more forward and bring the foot to the outside, or the hand to the outside of the foot. That startled me. I have people outside. Okay. And you just reverse that. Careful not to knock the water over. Okay. Transition. Now, I showed you a swivel. So if you have the room, go ahead and sit down And you could trade legs. Zoop. Extension. Knee outside of the hip, okay, or outside of the wrist, sorry, and the ankle's close to the hip. Strong in your hands. Use all the props that you want. You might be just right here, or down, or even down, or even down, or even down. Toes and knees in alignment. Check your back foot if your back foot's funny. Okay, so I showed you how to modify into an advanced posture, and I showed you that you can use props in different ways. Also, if it feels good for your body, there's another modification. You take one hand, so the leg that's bent in the front, you take that same hand, that same side, you take the opposite hand and you thread the needle. Oh boy, yeah. This would require some propping and assistance. If you feel safe in this position, go for it. But if it's too much, please just come back to your yen pose. And then you take the leg that's long and that arm goes wider out and threading the needle. As I walk through the complications of life, I am easily flexible and understanding. And it's just as curious how to get in as to get out. Okay. So, oh, lovely. Thank you. What we're going to do next is finish our practice. So come on out and go into any position that feels good for you right now. Okay. Now we worked on all our chakras except for number 7, which is the auric crown chakra. So come into a position that feels good because we can practice this chakra very easily. Come back to your mudra, whatever position you are. Find your hands, place your thumb on the inside of your ring finger. That's your earth element. So we got fire and earth right here. The other 3 fingers are relaxed. Let's come back to the root. The Mudahara. Let your belly fill with air. Let the belly follow the exhale. Fill your belly with air. Come to the navel. See if you can push that belly a bit more bigger. Get a big belly. And then use the navel to pull back. Your next breath, widen and lift the chest. Widen the lower rib cage. Wider. Fuller. Till you can't take any more in. Sip it, sip in more. And exhale. Feel that diaphragm bell right in the center of you. Find your heart by filling the belly again. And then the chest. And let it go. do that again. We're going to go to the throat. Inhale the belly. Widen the chest. And then let that voice box open up with the tongue. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale to the tip of the forehead. Let the eyes cross all the way to the top. Top of the forehead. Exhale, slide the eyes down. And continue a breathing pattern that felt good for you. And try to breathe that breath outside of your body. In other words, when you breathe in, you're pulling through your skin. Pull through the air around your skin. When you exhale, exhume that breath through your skin. Imagine your body, continue to breathe, but imagine your body in like an infrared scope. It can read the heat around you. So you're kind of glowing. And you're just breathing with your skin of the body. Every part, every pore. Just breathing in and out. Every pore of your skin. Breathing in and out. Awaken the sense of your completeness in your one self and elevate the mind and soul to a higher spiritual realm by breathing with your skin. Thou art every one and ever whole. It has formed you to this perfect being that you've been born in this world. Yet should this world disappear, you still will always be the same you. Purnamada, Purnamadam, Purnat, Purnamujajate, Purnasaya, Purnamadaya, Purnamvavashishate. You are complete. You are worthy of love. And it's okay every day to take time out to work on communicating with all your body, all of it, inside and out. Come back to a breath that feels good for you, whether that is with your belly, your throat, your side body, your back. Where do you find your breath now? Receive it with love. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please share with your friends that I am open to receive clients. Thank you for your review and testimony. The caregiver in me sees the caregiver in you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. See you on the flip side.